Hi friends! Another persimmon cake on the Life Bakery series today. And I have made one already, and recently made others before, but recently there was one with only persimmons. Persimmon pie, wow, cream pie. Very nice and really creamy, right? I was surprised with that creaminess. A real cream pie, wow. Amazing, just cashews and persimmons and mainly. And now I make a citrus persimmon pie. It's a little bit of creamy, yeah, but in addition to the persimmons, I put oranges today. That's the main story. And there is a third layer, a topping. I will come to that later. But now, fitting of course in flavor. But now, at first I begin with my springform. I have to make the bottom of the springform. It's lined with parchment paper to get it out easily, and 20 centimeters just for the measurements, that you have an idea about the quantities, the measurements. The bottom is always easy. I do tell you today I make one with almonds, and that has shown very nice together with persimmons, especially because persimmons, if you blend them, buy them on their own by themselves, you get a flavor like a vanilla a little bit, and that fits perfectly together with the almonds. Almonds always have this vanilla kind of flavor. So I put some dates, vanilla, some almonds, 2 cups or so, into the processor with the S blade, and give it some time to process to make coarse meal. That's quickly done. The coarse meal is done, and that's always the first step, because once the dates go in there now, you see this is the coarseness I would have now, I would desire now. This coarse it is, you have an idea. So once I put the dates in, right now, it is harder to get the almonds breaking down even more. That's why I put the dates in later. And same with the cinnamon. I have a huge amount of cinnamon here. That's 2 tablespoons. I have 15 dates and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. So that will be a sticky dough with a nice cinnamon flavor. In a moment. Sticky dough is ready, I would say. I show you what it looks like when it is sticky. It should be like this. I take a little portion, press it with the fingers, and you see it sticks together. That's what I need to have firm pieces for my cake. So I scrape it out of my food processor and just fill it right into the form. And these scrapers are very handy because usually they come with a good, if the food processor has a good equipment coming, then it fits in the corners right here, very easy. So I recommend to have an eye on the tools that come with the food processor. These are things that are really important. So helpful. So saves a lot of time. So first I spread the sticky dough evenly before I press it firmly onto the bottom. First I have to spread it evenly, and once it's pressed into the form, I cannot change the texture, the form, the shape anymore. But once it's so, I can begin to press it down with the knuckles of my fist, and I can put my whole weight on top, and then it's pretty easy. It's much easier, a lot easier than we have when we bake a regular cake. We have to knead the dough. This is all on the kneading we have to do today. That's very easy. So I come back in a moment when it's firm enough. I will make it nice. Also the brim, the sides, to have it easy to cut to pieces when it's ready. No, that's nice. Pushed a lot, and that's what I have here. See, it's firm and shiny. So a nice dough, nice crust. I put it aside and to the filling. So I have two parts of the filling. First the cream with the persimmons and the oranges. You have both two oranges and 2 persimmons, pretty much the same amount. I would say that is nice. And I know if I blend the persimmons, they completely change the texture from very soft. This is not very soft, but they can be very soft. They turn into very firm, like a pudding. With the oranges is a little bit similar, not that much, but also blending oranges also firms up into a gel-like texture. So very nice. That is for baking fillings for cakes, very helpful. So I've been doing with the oranges today because they are so easy to blend. There's more water than in the persimmon. So 2 oranges go into the blender on the bottom, and 1 lemon. Yeah, it's a citrus. Well, it's citrus persimmon. The persimmon itself tastes not very strong. It's a gentle flavor, and the orange and the lemon, they push it into a whole completely different flavor direction. It's a harmony. Yeah, persimmon orange is a harmony. But it is a different flavor, clearly different than only persimmon itself. It's so gentle, more like a date. Adds no direction. And I want to have this direction today. This is the citrus persimmon cake here. So I have 1 lemon, with 2 oranges. That would be a little bit too much for 1 lemon. For in your usual, for the flavor of an orange to refine, I put 3 oranges and 1 lemon. So I have 2 oranges here, but I guess it's okay when I have another persimmon in there. So I begin to blend just 2 oranges and the lemons and the cashews. I put them right in way because together with the oranges they are easy to blend, and then the persimmons would come later. Here maybe it's 1.5 cups of cashews. That should be enough to give the little creaminess I want to have. Yeah, a little bit firmer texture. Let's see. Blender dance. Very nice here. Cashews and oranges is a wonderful blend. Very for cream. That is the citrus part with the cream. Looks so nice. I will taste it. Wonderful. Very nice. Goes also already into the direction of a dessert. But what missing here is the persimmon. They go in there too. Now is the time. 2 persimmons. And, well, I do it right now. And there's then 1 more ingredient. You see, it is easier to blend large quantities in a blender when you have several batches. Yeah, beginning with all 3 together would have been harder for the blender. And the soft ingredients first is always a good tip. So I taste it again. There we go. That's the direction I want. And still the flavor will be changed with coconut oil. Yeah, I have coconut oil here on a water bath. Here a bowl with hot water, and on top a little container, metal container with the coconut oil, and it's a ½ cup or so, not too much. It's liquefied very easily on a water bath. So a last blending, and this way I had all those 3 blendings Yeah, the blender has an easy job because it doesn't need to do it all at the same time. It goes more and more. And I have 3 blendings, and that makes it also very creamy. Every time I pause, the creaminess is enhanced because nuts will soak a little bit, and so you understand. So 3 short blendings is better than 1 long blending. Ah, the color is nice now. Yeah, the coconut oil changes the flavor, makes it more gentle. Before it was a little bit strong because of the citrus character. It was more gentle by the persimmon, and now I guess it will be perfect with the coconut oil. Let's see. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. A nice citrus flavor based on the persimmon. Very nice. So I show you, I put it into the form, you see. This is the cream I have. Goes into the form. Pretty runny. I have to take the scraper. It's a soft scraper that especially for the blender, it's very helpful because I can reach in every single corner here the edges from the blender, and that is very helpful. So I don't have to throw away to waste the cream inside. I can put it all into the cake. Almost everything. The rest I will show you in a moment. Show you the blender again. First I get it out so that it's quickly done. So here the rest, there is a little bit in there remaining. I won't use it now. Instead I put it aside, and I will use it in a moment when your video is off. For myself, I make a cashew milk from it. Put some bananas in, maybe a banana, a little bit of water, blend it up. I have a wonderful drink. That's delicious. So, but now here I have this cake, and I could finish this cake. I could just put it into the fridge, put it on something on top, and have it firm up into a perfect cake. But I want to have a 3rd layer, a topping, so I put the cake aside for a moment and make the 3rd layer. And that is easy. I don't need a blender. I used the blender already. I'll show you how. So first I have the raspberries here. They have been frozen. I thawed them. That is important now. I have to thaw them, you see. And when they thaw, a little bit of juice is building, and the texture of the even very soft raspberries is broken down a little bit. And that's exactly what I want. And when the frozen raspberries, they have a high nutrient content, frozen berries in general, and they're very inexpensive, so I like them. I have them always in the freezer. But I don't need to break them down completely. So instead, I put, but when they are frozen, especially the raspberries, they are a little bit sour. Yeah, so I would sweeten them a little bit. Usually in breakfast, in desserts, with the raspberries, the frozen raspberries, I will use them a little bit sweeter, and I take some dates. You have 20 dates or so, blend it with a little bit of water into date mousse. You find recipes for date mousse everywhere. The simplest thing is just blending the dates with a little bit of water just for the blender, and you have the date mousse. It takes some time to blend, maybe 3 minutes, 2 minutes or so. Have really nice texture, and then you have a date mousse. So I combine that now, the raspberries and the dates. So what I'm going to make is a raspberry marmalade. So it looks already nice. And now I taste it, if it's sweet enough. Perfect. And it can be a little bit sweeter. Wow, raspberry sweetness. Delicious. It can be a little bit sweeter because the cake is a little bit sour, the citrus cake, and so that is a nice harmony. See, this is without doing a lot here, I already have a nice cream. And what I put on top here, so the ratio with the chia seeds, that's what I make to firm up the marmalade, the jelly, with chia seeds. The ratio is about 1 to 3. So half a cup of chia seeds, 1.5 cups of raspberry mousse, raspberry cream, raspberry jelly. Now it becomes a jelly with the chia seeds. So I have to. What important is now here just to stir it nicely. A spoon will do, because if you stir it right away and you put the chia seed into the raspberry cream, not the other way around, then you are have more chance to get lumps. So the chia seed into the liquid, it's always the way, the order, because then you can prevent easily you can avoid the lumps, because the chia seed tend to stick together. Like you do it right away, here the stirring, nothing will happen. And it will take maybe 10-20 minutes to firm up, and I will of course have it sit in the refrigerator overnight with the whole cake together, and then I guess I have a wonderful nice cake with great colors. I show you the cream now here. Here that is not firmed up yet, but nicely stirred, so the chia seeds have been spread evenly, combined with everything evenly. And now I carefully put it on top, because it shouldn't sink in, and it won't. A little bit it will, but not too much. Yeah, the cream inside is pretty firm. I just have to be careful a little bit. There's no big worry about it. Yeah, they are not that liquid, not that runny, these two parts of the recipe, so they keep a part of each other mostly. And if it mixes a little bit on the surface, on the limits and the border, that would be a nice effect to make it look beautiful. But what I like also is when I don't blend the raspberries. That is something I would like to mention, definitely. I don't like to blend the raspberries so much, because they have these beautiful little seeds, raspberry seeds, and the raspberry seeds, they should not be cracked open in the blender. The blender will definitely crack them open, and that doesn't make it so nice, because they can turn into a bitter flavor. If they stay whole, they're very tiny, but they taste better, I would say. So that's why I don't blend it. I just put it together like this. The two layers, they mix a little bit, just a little bit, but that's beautiful. You will see. I'll show you the cake now. So together with the chia seeds and the raspberry seeds, you have a very nice harmony of textures. That's why it's so nice to use chia seed together with raspberries especially. You see, that's the top of my cake, and I will put a little foil on top. Yeah, a little foil is good to have no air between the foil, the lid, and the cake, because when the air is there, the water comes up and falls down again onto the cake, and then you have the puddles on the cake. That's not very beautiful. The foil directly sticking on the cake, no problem. You can easily pull it off the next day, and then you enjoy your cake. I will do that, I hope you enjoyed watching my video. Be pleased to have your like. And you can also, of course, subscribe and be vegan on YouTube. We have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest,